Stand up against, and you have 3 minutes.
Thank you, sir. Well, I can't top him. He's a role model for all of us, and we really need to start paying attention to Clay. He's on top of things. And for one, on this issue, what is funding for the remaining contract term is contingent upon available funding in future fiscal years. Well, that's phooey. Is that a threat from thugs? Reject this, or at least explain it. How'd that go from $10,000 to $100,000? Why is it more money like number 7, which was not even discussed? More money for more lawyers for what? It's not really spelled out what the deal is. Why do we have to give them more money? Not to mention number 5, which I was busy signing up for, and I didn't get to speak about the useless, scary enclosure fencing. I don't know what y'all are doing about that, but that's what really got me here, was thinking about the scary FEMA camp that's the airport's being turned into, and how and why did y'all just lockstep in unison go along with something like that? Don't you care about the life and death of your fellow citizens here? We're trying to, with the help of people like Clay, we're trying to stand up to the corporate thugs that are just raping our nation, and especially here, the beautiful town of Austin. Thank you, Mayor. And we have to quit giving these special deals to these special thugs, and that goes for our new Ms. Tovo. I'm glad she's there on the issues that got her into office, but I hope she also understands that the people who put her in office were also very disgusted with the fluoride situation. We're sick and tired of poisoning each other, and poisoning our pets, poisoning our gardens. And the person you replaced was the person who did a dog and pony show and really made a fool of herself and threw away her political career on that very issue. And I hope you don't do it. I hope these other people are starting to wake up. We're awake now. We know about fluoride. It kills us. We don't want it. Stop stealing our money to put it in our water. We don't want it. How many times do you have to hear this? And you sit there and you chuckle at Mr. Mayor. Oh, we're not going to deal with this till you feel like it. Well, you're going to start feeling like it pretty soon. I mean, you're going to stop laughing at us. We're citizens. We care. We have knowledge. We have facts. We're sharing that with our fellow citizens. So, time is up. Next slide.
Those are all the speakers. I'll entertain a motion on item number 10. Councilmember Martinez moves approval. Second by Councilmember Morrison. Discussion. All in
Yes,
favor
Mayor.
say aye.
Yes, Mayor.
Councilmember Spelman.
Although ordinarily when Mr. Reeferseed makes a comment, if I've already thought about the issue and disagree with him, I won't usually call him up to discuss it. In this case, I noticed that the backup on the item is nothing other than the agenda item itself. And I think you're asking a very good question, Mr. Reeferseed, and that we're not explaining why it is that these legal services will be particularly helpful for the city. Karen, I wondered if you could explain, or somebody or your staff could explain what exactly these lawyers will do and why we need to hire them.
Yes, Councilmember. This item relates to helping the city stay in compliance with federal laws relating to our contracting program, because we have an affirmative action program that we use in that construction contracting program. And this law firm is a well-known law firm in this area and has been assisting the city in these matters for well over 15 or 20 years. And so this particular item amends the current contract that they have to help us, walk that minefield that is continually changing law in that area to keep our program strong and robust.
So they'll be hired on an as-needed basis. We're not necessarily promising to pay them a certain amount of money, but when we need them, they will be they will be available.
That's correct. In all of our outside counsel contracts, we require the law firms to give us an estimate based upon the scope of work that we provide to them. And so this is an estimate for over the next year based upon the scope of work that we think we may have coming up. on MBE-WB issues, what they believe that service will require. And frequently, the firms don't use all the money that the council approves. However, we try to get a best estimate so that, the council and the public kind of knows what that amount will be.
And Andrews Kurth is particularly suited to handling this particular bit of legal work for us because they specialize in this?
Yes, sir. The lawyer who helps us with that firm is a gentleman by the name of Lino Mendiola, and like I said earlier, he has been working on these issues well before I came to the city. He and other lawyers in his firm for many, many years, helping guide us through all of the issues related to affirmative action program that we have in our MBE-WBE program. When the city was challenged on that program, that law firm defended us successfully. So he has a lot of expertise in that area. I think many of the members of the MBE-WBE committee know him well because he frequently appears there, as well as the citizen committee, to help them work through some of the issues that come before them.
Thank you, Ms. Kennard.
You're welcome.
All in favor of the motion say aye. 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 Opposed say no. Passes on a vote of 7-0.